Survivor is often hailed as one of the greatest TV programs on Earth. However, with a roughly reported 80,000 people applying for Survivor US on an 18-person cast, it means if you applied for the show today, you would literally have a 0.000225% chance of getting on the show. Consequently, for a lot of us, we'll unfortunately never be on the show, but that doesn't mean we can't experience Survivor. One of my favourite Survivor videos was by Peridium. You've probably heard of him before, and he detailed an iceberg surrounding Survivor, with one part shouting out the various niche communities online. But I wouldn't be from the UK if I didn't look at something American, steal the concept, but make it more niche. So with exclusive interviews and even the help of fellow international Survivor content creator Hen, this video will be the perfect vessel for all the ways you can explore the Survivor realm. If you are familiar with this channel, you know the number one style of Survivor games I promote are ORGs, which stand for online reality game shows. In this case, specifically, Survivor, although with enough searching you'll probably stumble across other online formats, like The Traitors, Big Brother, The Amazing Race and more, you can play from the comfort of your very own home. If it hasn't already become obvious, orgs are extremely diverse and date back for many years. Pretty much most social media forums have their own Survivor orgs you can play, like Facebook, Skype, Teams, Instagram, hell, I've even heard of Snapchat Survivor games. And don't ask me how that's possible. That being said, I have only personally played orgs on one platform. The best platform for orgs in my opinion, and that's Discord. In fact, Discord orgs have been so diverse in some of their Survivor twists, I've dedicated several videos on my channel to discussing cool advantages they've come up with that I believe Survivor US should use. In fact, on the topic of Survivor US, Carolyn Weger, aka Cakes on Discord, actually played a lot of Discord orgs before appearing on Survivor 44, showing it can be a useful addition to your real life Survivor resume. But if that versatility wasn't enough, these orgs also have various versions. I did warn you, they are extremely diverse. The three main kinds are longs, speeds, and a version in between that I like to refer to as semi-live. Longs are the closest time-wise to the actual show, being a month long with usually one day being reserved for a challenge you can do in a 24-hour block, and then a tribal phase in the next 24-hour block. Then back to challenges, then tribal, and so forth. As hinted at in the name Long, these orgs are a marathon, not a sprint, requiring you to be somewhat active every day to communicate with others or perform in challenges, but you're the master of when that time is. Semi-lives are the format I'm least familiar with, due to them usually being reserved to team or Skype games. Essentially, events like challenges or tribals are held at a specific time you must be in attendance for, but between those times you can communicate to whoever, whenever. It's a bit stricter than longs due to everyone having to make time, but the big payoff is that you have a call containing everyone, making it feel like the actual show. Plus, some of these orgs film their challenges or tribal councils live on the likes of Instagram for their fans. Last are speeds, which take several hours, and that's it. The games are very quick, they're usually done over voice call, and even if you're an early boot, it means you only lost an hour of your time. That being said, due to the brevity of the format, social bonds are harder to create. Each form of these three org types have their own positives plus negatives, but I actually want to look more into the semi-lifestyle as we transition into our next talking point: college survivors. If you're a college goer in America, or even some parts in Canada, maybe there's a good chance a college survivor club exists. These are college campus exclusive events for students, lasting a couple of months, where you arrive at tribal or challenges every few days, but you can chat to whoever in your free time. In fact, there are so many to list, but a couple of my favorites include Survivor Boston, IU Survivor, UCLA, Survivor Maryland, often dubbed the creator of Survivor colleges, and even the first one I personally started watching, Survivor Michigan. In fact, I actually got into a call with executive producer member Brian to learn more. Can you explain to someone that might not have an understanding about all the core mechanics of a college survivor what different departments go into creating the end product that we see on YouTube?
Yeah, I think one of the one of the bigger differences is that the editing side of it, we're not paid to edit this. We just kind of do it out of our own. It's a little passion project in a sense. In terms of like departments of like the production while filming, a lot of it's actually the same. We do challenges, tribal councils, idols and advantages are hidden. So in a sense, we're really taking the concept that CBS originated with and kind of transferring it into real life, which kind of gives the opportunity of, okay, you're no longer separated based on tribes. You're not starving on an island. And you also have to deal with your real life on top of all of this, which is something that is not always seen, but you're going to classes, you're hanging out with your other friends, and there have been multiple instances where you're meeting at a public location on campus and someone else walks up on your conversation.
Similarly, there are fan-made Survivor games running throughout the year, although mainly summer, ranging in day length and physical intensity, allowing people a more chilled experience but with the benefit of being able to watch it back edited on YouTube. A notable example is Survivor Pennsylvania, because not only is it extremely well edited, but it contains Teeny, who will be on Survivor 47. Also shout out to Pacific Productions, who contacted me recently saying they enjoyed my content. They've been doing IRL Survivor for years now, with their Diva vs Goliath season in particular being one I personally really enjoy. But if I'm preaching about the fun of being with other people in these Survivor medias, I should certainly take my own advice and pass off the surprisingly complicated history of Survivor games to one of my YouTube pals. It's quite the rabbit hole, but fortunately I got Henry Hickman, Survivor, who has done entire videos on ancient Survivor games most people don't even know exists, so needless to say, he's entirely qualified for this discussion.
Say, do you kind of hate yourself? Then why not try Survivor video games? It seems like a match made in heaven. You need 16 to 20 real-life people to play a game of Survivor, so why not replace them with computers? They don't get annoyed when you ramble at them about Survivor for 2 hours. Now, there are several Survivor video games that I know of, but because Bandit doesn't fully comprehend what he's about to unleash on the world, I'm only going to talk about what I refer to as the big three. Those are Survivor the Interactive Game, released in 2001 for the PC, Survivor Wii, released in 2009 for the... not entirely sure. And their most recent attempt, Survivor Castaway Island, released in 2023 for the PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X, Series S, Nintendo Switch, and the variant I play, PC. Let's start with the interactive game. In a word, this game is slow. In about 600 words, what I'm about to say. This game lets you play an entire season of Survivor with any castaway from the first 2 seasons. All your favourites are here. Jerry, Kelly, BB, Carlos, and what's more. You can even make your own custom Survivor OC to insert into the game, which I know for a fact we've all done before, you can't hide from me. Each round is split into 6 phases. First is the preamble. This is where you decide what tasks you'll perform during the survival phase. Gathering firewood, building the shelter, all that important stuff. Then you'll get the chance to increase or decrease your relationship with people on your tribe using these sliders. And now, we're in the game. Sort of. You see, during the survival phase, your character walks around doing whatever tasks you assign to them automatically. While this happens, you can click on other tribe mates to speak to them. The dialogue isn't very good. The "I smell beef jerky" line is a very nice touch though, although will confuse anyone not familiar with the show. During these excruciatingly long 3 minutes, your goal is to try and rally your tribe against basically anyone that's not you. However, this is a 2001 PC game, so the AI isn't particularly smart or capable. Just keep spamming about how BB is talking mad shit and eventually they all seem to turn. This is honestly not the worst crack at making a social video game work, especially for the time, but 3 minutes is far too long. I usually go and make a sandwich or something during these phases. I ate a lot of sandwiches when playing this game. Then we get another survival phase. Was the first 3 minutes of walking around telling everyone how much BB sucks and not doing it for you? You can do it again. Just keep on clicking those dialogue options. Or you can do what I do and go and make a second sandwich. Then you get to play an immunity challenge. These are the same sorts of challenges as rewards, but now let's talk about a cool feature this game has. Then we get to Tribal Council, where we hope our scheming has paid off. And if it has, we get to do it all again. Set our tasks, set our relationships, talk smack, make a sandwich, reward challenge, make more sandwich, immunity, vote someone off, repeat. And despite all my complaining, the game's kinda fun. I do recommend checking it out if you get a chance. It's a fun look back at history for both Survivor nerds and people who like old PC games. But whatever you do, don't select a long game. Each round can take 20 minutes to complete, a long game will take several hours. Next up, let's talk about motion controls. It's Survivor Wii. Oh hey, you looking good, buddy. This game broke me. You know how the interactive game really earnestly tried to have some social game? It wasn't good, but you could tell they were doing the best they could. This game doesn't even try. There is no social game here. You will play challenges and you will do nothing else. You will not be competing as a tribe, you will be competing in a series of one-on-one duels. You will not be voting out your tribe mates if you lose, you'll be voting out the enemy tribe if you win. You will not have a jury decide your fate, even though you will watch every jury member one by one cast their vote for the winner. Glad they included that feature from the interactive game. You will instead have the winner decided by the famous poll challenge. Well, at least some good challenges could save this game, right? Too bad they don't exist. But at least the minigames are faithful to Survivor, right? Wrong. You get attacked by sharks in like 3 different minigames, and a snake in another one. You play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat and then Egg Emergency from Pokemon Stadium. The final immunity challenge is just hold the Wii Remote vertically, except birds are attacking you. Why does this game love releasing wild animals to attack me? Yeah, I don't like this game very much. However, it does feature my one true love, Wee Jeff Probst. Look at him. And there may be something wrong with me, because if you're a big enough Survivor fan, play this game. You will find it so funny, I can't recommend it enough. But hey, with 14 years worth of improvements from Survivor Wii, and 22 years worth of improvements from the interactive game, surely Survivor Castaway Island is finally going to be the game that does it, right? You have a camp life section that involves walking around, collecting resources, chatting to people, maybe even finding a hidden immunity idol if you're better at the game than I am. It's kinda just a better version of the survival phase in the interactive game. I kinda suck at it because I don't know how to talk to people, but it's fun. The challenges are all kinda fun too, with some pretty neat references to real life Survivor challenges. See that, Survivor Wii? Do better. I've yet to actually win a season. I always lose as soon as I lose immunity, but that is in fact a skill issue and I will keep trying. So that's 3 Survivor video games. They've slowly gotten better over the years. Kind of. Real quick, let's talk about the 4 games I didn't cover. We've got Survivor Ultimate for PC, which is sort of a side grade on the interactive game. The challenges are more fun, but they're less Survivor based, so it's a better game, but a worse Survivor experience. We've got Survivor DS released alongside Survivor Wii for the DS, I'm pretty sure. This is a fun enough experience, lots of touchscreen and blown into the microphone as you'd expect from a Nintendo DS game. And we have 2 3DS games, Survivor Heroes and Survivor 3D The Ultimate Adventure. I can't find anything about these games anywhere. They have no Metacritic scores, no reviews. These games may not exist. If you do want to play any of these, I recommend either Super Old School or just Castaway Island. Unless the allure of Wee Jeff Probst is simply too much for you, and I don't blame you if it is. You could also play Roblox Survivor. I'm a big Roblox Survivor enjoyer if I'm being honest. Assuming you have enough people, because playing with Roblox's general audience is kind of a nightmare. There is a lot of auxiliary Survivor content out there, like 2 card games, 2 board games, books, lots of ways to enjoy Survivor beyond, watching the show. Why would I watch the show? It doesn't even have Wee Jeff Probst. Until next time, I've been Henry Hickman Survivor, and I'll see you when Bandit next lets his guard down.
As Hen previously alluded to, there are custom forms of Survivor like Roblox, or individuals who host their own games on Minecraft. Examples include my good pals A Galaxy Wolf, Andrew Yellow, Echo Master, and Happy. For the Minecraft one specifically, contestants play across a span of several hours, joining voice calls and playing out in a Minecraft world. However, Survivor Minecraft is a biome I'm unfamiliar with, pun intended, so I decided to get into a call with Happy as he could explain the idea more.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Minecraft with Survivor, what is happening? Well, Minecraft Survivor is just a new take on Survivor in general, where you can meet real people, you can root for people, against people. It's a recorded, it goes on YouTube. It's like an actual Survivor season on YouTube, just in Minecraft, where you can root for people. It goes by episode by episode. It feels like you're watching an actual experience, just within different environments, not in the real world. It's really fun and authentic. And it's just a new take on Survivor, and you get to meet these people, these actual people in, the real world that are for the first time meeting each other. And you get to see those genuine bonds that can either turn really good or really bad, where they fight and stuff. It's a very interesting take on Survivor, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Oh, and by the way, if you want to see largely uncut versions of both the Survivor Michigan or Happy interviews, they right now are posted to my second channel that you can check out after this video. Here's a small taster of some of the things that didn't make this video due to time constraints. And that's really good that like you're casting and like you're being very vocal about the fact that you're casting people on a different range of Survivor knowledge. So like you'll have your super fans, you'll have your people that maybe casually watch the show, people that have never watched the show.
Now we get to the last process. The editing. Woo! Yeah!
The YouTuber hype.
Editing. We all love it.
We do it over approximately 100 days. CBS now is chopping it down to 26.
Yeah, it might be 2 weeks by the time that this goes out.
Yeah.
Finally, there are several apps that exist, for example, that are Survivor related. The most notable being the Survivor Geek Puzzle app, allowing you to practice common Survivor puzzles simply on your phone, which Xander even states helped him in Survivor 41. There are also companies that make Survivor puzzles that you can try out, such as Outplay Puzzles, Cryptic Challenge Co., Freak Like Meatsy, who funnily enough is just from the Republic here, and makes beautifully crafted Survivor replicas. There's Vexel, who make custom puzzles to order, Outcast Originals that provide replica services, and Puzzlenaut, a 3D Survivor printing business owned by Carson, who is wanting to give fans the same puzzle success he had on 44. While all these services are amazing, the one I support the most is Idle Plays, created by my friend and fellow content creator Russell Muscle, that creates a variety of incredible 3D puzzles from the show that you can order when the new Survivor season starts back up. Needless to say, there are lots of ways to play Survivor, and with just a bit of searching in your nearby area, you'll probably find some way to get the Survivor experience while not travelling to Fiji. I mean, last year I only knew there was a such thing as Survivor UK the game, played in England in real life. Nevertheless, a massive thank you to everyone for watching this video, and for everyone that participated in this video. Their links will be in the description, and enjoy your day. Peace!